J and K. Okay, so first, 我们一定要先明白 what does it mean by homologous series. So there are few homologous series that you have learned, which is alkane, alkene, alkyne, alcohol, carboxylic acid, and esters. So these are the homologous series that you have learned. Alright. So by looking at this question, okay, first we must understand how do we identify a homologous series. 我们一定要针对它的那个 functional group. Okay, so functional group refers to the part where the chemical reaction will take place. So 我们看到很明显的是 okay, for compound J, the functional group will be this double bond. For compound K, the functional group will be this OH, or we call as hydroxyl. Okay, this one is your hydroxyl. Okay, this will be your double bond carbon. Okay, so whenever it is double bond carbon, okay, double bond carbon refers to the alkene. Okay, you must remember lah, alkane, 其实 alkane 它没有 functional group. Okay, alkane is actually single bond. So alkane, and then we have double bond alkene, and then we have hydroxyl group alcohol, and then for carboxylic acid we have COOH, and then for alkyne 我们有 triple bond. So here double bond, so compound J would be alkene. Okay, 当它问 homologous series， 你不要给它名字，你只是给那个 alkene、alkane、alkyne 这些东西。So compound K, since they have hydroxyl, so it will be alcohol. 就是这样罢了。Okay, alkene and alcohol, because they just want the homologous series. Okay, they only want the homologous series. Alright, so next, name compound K. Okay, 这里呢就有一点难 naming of compound. Okay, naming of the compound. Alright, so compound K, we know it is alcohol. 所以 alcohol 后面一定要有 OL, all. So methanol, methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol. Okay, so when you want to determine the name of a compound, okay, 我们有那个技巧 we have the technique. So technique, first one, determine the functional group. Okay, determine the functional group. Okay, 这个是第一个 step. Whenever you want to determine the functional group, okay, 那些有进来的是a few tips for your exam. You have 3 essays, right? I can only tell you that 2 essays are from 4, 1 essay is from 5. Okay, and then 其中的 essay 我们的这个 class 做过了的， so you guys can refer back. Okay, so in your exam 3 essays, 2 from 4, 1 from 5. Okay, alright, so next, continue. Naming compound K. Okay, 第一个 determine the functional group. Second, we determine the longest carbon chain. Okay, we must always determine the longest carbon chain. And then third, we determine if we have substituent. Substituent 就是那个 methyl, ethyl 那些 okay? So we determine whether we have substituent. Okay, so this is the 3 3 things that we must keep in mind, okay, whenever we want to name. Okay, 当我们要取一个名字 okay, 我们就会针对这几个重点来去取。Okay, so naming compound K, we see compound K. First, determine the functional group. Okay, we determine already. The functional group is OH. Okay, OH is the functional group we determined already. Okay, determine the longest carbon chain. Okay, 这里呢你看到有4个 carbon， 然后它排到整整齐齐，所以 the longest carbon chain will be 4. So when we see 4 carbon, we already know the name will start with but. So but and then anol. So now we determine if we have substituent. So we don't have substituent here, but we know that the hydroxyl group is at the second carbon. Okay, why do we use this as carbon 2, not carbon 3? 你要记得 our functional group, 你的 functional group 一定要在比较小的 carbon 的那个 numbering. Okay, so here we will put here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we will not put 1 from the right, 1, 2, 3, because this will be carbon number 3. So this is wrong. We must remember, functional group 一定要 lowest carbon. Okay, functional group must be the lowest carbon number. So here, functional group will number as number 2. 我们不会放 number 1, number 3, sorry. Because number 3 比 number 2 tak. So that is not stable. Okay. So this one, the name would be boot 10 to all. This is how you give the naming. 为什么是 boot 10 to all? Okay, 我们再重来。First step, determine the functional group. Functional group is OH. So we already know this is an alcohol. So meaning that the name will end with all behind. Okay, all. And then 我们找 longest carbon chain. Oh, longest carbon chain 是4个 carbon. So we know that the prefix is but. Okay, so 我们知道它的 general 名字是 butanol. 这个是它的 general 名字。但是我们不可以写 butanol. Because we see here that the OH is at the second carbon. 为什么是 second 不是 third? Because you must make sure that your functional group must be numbered with the lowest carbon. 一定要最低的那个 carbon. So here we will assume that from left to right, 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon. We will number like this. We will not number 1 from the right. 1, 2, 3. This is wrong because this is unstable. Okay, so we will number from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. See? So that's why the naming will be butane because got 4 and then is 2 because the functional group, the hydroxy group is at the second carbon. So butane to all. 就是这样罢了. It will be the same for alkene, alkyne, carboxylic acid 跟 ester. Same thing. But 通常这种 numbering 的 it will occur at the alkene and alkyne and the alcohol. Okay? Alright. So name the reaction. Okay, reaction 是什么 Meaning that 我不懂 S1 有没有拿到那个 notes 啦 But like for my class S2, S3 我上课是有用那个 notes 的 Okay, before your exam you just read through that note. Okay, hopefully it will be okay. Because that note 我已经很简单的弄成 simplified. You can see that one whole page is the table for the reaction of alkene. Okay, so this we total got how many reaction? I don't remember. I just remember addition, hydrogenation, halogenation, addition of water, hydration, and others lah. So you can read through the notes. Okay, so this one 很明显哦 compound J 它要换去 compound K. So what would be the reaction? I add a OH. So here obviously is hydration. 因为我加 water 给它. That's simple only. I add the water. So it will break the double bond. 它会把那个 double bond 拆开，然后加一个 H， 加一个 OH. That's why you see here. OH 这里 H 在下面这边。原本是没有的嘛。可是它加了水哦，它就有一个 H 有一个 OH. So this is how it forms lah. So this process we call by hydration. Okay, or addition of water. Okay, next. What did they ask? Oh, they asked draw another isomer. Draw another isomer of compound K and name it according to the IUPAC nomenclature. So another compound or isomer. Isomer 你要记得 what is isomer? Isomer refers to same molecular formula but different structural formula. So 我们知道在这里我们有4个 carbon, okay? And then 我们有1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 9个 hydrogen, then 1个 OH. This is the molecular formula. So when we draw the isomer, we must make sure that the molecular formula must be the same. 一定要一样的 molecular formula. So here C4H9OH. Okay, 我们写了 C4H9OH. Okay, this is the molecular formula. So I want to draw isomer. 刚才已经有 butane 2 all 嘛，是不是？所以我就画回 butane 1 all 咯。怎么样画 butane 1 all？ Okay, 我每次教学生的是这样，第一个 step， 你要画基本 structure， 你把你所有的 carbon 画出来先。Okay, 你把有4个 carbon 嘛是，所以你画4个 carbon。Okay, 4个 carbon. And then 你知道这个是 alcohol 对不对？ This is an alcohol. So alcohol, all carbon have single bond only. Okay, 这个是你的 carbon chain. Then 我会教学生，你画了 carbon， 你画你的 functional group 在哪里？所以刚才 functional group 在 second carbon, right? So now we want to draw isomer. So we don't want second carbon. We want the functional group at the first carbon. So we put OH here. OH. Okay, then 剩下的我填什么？我填 hydrogen 哦。Hydrogen, hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. So H, 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 H. OK, 搞定。可是到这里你还没有做完，我要你们养成这个习惯。你画完了，你 check, is it correct? Okay, we check. How many hydrogen should we have? We have 9 hydrogen supposedly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, hydrogen 符合了要求。Then we check number of carbon, correct or not? Okay, number of carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Same. Okay, then last we check number of OH. Okay, 1. Alright, good. 1. 看到吗？ We check your answer. Okay, so this would be your final answer. Okay, then what is the naming? Okay, 我们先找我们的functional group 你 functional group at here. So this would be the first carbon. So my name would be butane. 为什么 butane? Because got 4 carbon. 1, all. Why is it all? Because it is a alcohol. 就是这样罢了。所以这一课很简单。Okay, 你不用怕。This topic is very easy. Okay? This topic is considered easy. As long as you understand what is isomer, how to draw structural formula, and so on, then it's okay. Alright? Now 我只是 sharing 给你们啦。你上了大学你不会很习惯画这个的。我们已经习惯画这个了。1、2、3、4 OH， 搞定。This is what you will learn later when you go to university. 所以现在你们要画的是这个，这个我们叫做 expanded structure. Next, when you go to upper your university, right? If you take chemistry, 你会用这种的 1, 2, 3, 4 OH. So okay, wait, like this. So first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon. So 这个搞定了。你看到吗？我不用 label 那个 hydrogen. But this one you guys haven't learned lah. It's a new thing also. Okay? This will be easier because you don't have to label the hydrogen. So now it's very easy for your level because you only draw expanded. 然后你不会画到好像10个 carbon 6个7个 carbon 8个 carbon 很少。它通常叫你画的话都是 like 3、4、5个 carbon 罢了。So you don't have to worry much. So this is your structure. Okay, and then some student ask, teacher, can I write O and then I dash another H here? Yes, can. Okay, or you write OH like this also can. But the only thing that cannot is like this. OH. You cannot bond it to the H. Because we know now we want to bond to the oxygen. Because oxygen is more electronegative. 它比较想要进行 reaction. 所以你要优先送给它那个 chemical bonding. Okay? So this is your answer. Butane for all. Butane 1 all. Then you get how many mark? 因为它叫你 draw and name So 2 mark. 刚才有几分了 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mark. 在那边。So this topic is easy. It's not difficult. As long as you remember the functional group. So if you want, you can look back at the notes that I've did last time. And also the practice sheet lah. If you want to do notes lah. You can print out and then you try to do by referring the notes that I've given. 那个我做的那个 notes 呢已经很好了 because it's very simplified. So you can just read that and then your exam I think no problem. Okay? And then you do practice lah of course. Okay, so that is question number 1. Okay, let's see. Compound L is produced when an acidic potassium dichromate 6 solution is added into test tube containing compound K. So compound K. Compound K is alcohol. Okay? So state one observation for this reaction. Okay. So when the alcohol, okay, what happened? When alcohol I add into compound L. When I add acidic potassium dichromate 6 into alcohol, what happened? 我们知道的 alcohol 它会有一些 reaction. You can go read through. Okay? So obviously, when I see acidic potassium dichromate 6 我会想到什么？我会想到 orange 跟 green color. Orange 跟 green color 这两个颜色，因为它的 reaction 一定是这样的咯，从orange to green. So your reaction here you will be orange to green. That's it. Yes, orange turns to green. Good. 就是这样罢了。所以 whenever you see potassium dichromate 6 and then 你看到它有 reaction 进行，因为它都已经讲了嘛 compound L is produced, meaning that the reaction exists. There is a reaction. So whenever there is a reaction and then 它涉及到 potassium dichromate 6, you no need to think much. Definitely have reaction, so definitely it will change from orange to green. That's it. So macam tu saja. So you no need to memorize. It's more like you practice. Okay, so answer is orange to green. That's it. Alright, so remember lah. When first step, we want to determine the functional group. So this one will be double bond. Okay, and then remember alkane 你们学第一个，其实它没有 functional group. Okay, they don't have functional group. 因为 single bond 只是一个 bonding. So remember alkane don't have functional group. 所以很少还会问 alkane 的 functional group. So when you compare, right? 当他叫你 compare alkane, alkyne, 你不要提到 functional group. Because we don't have functional group for alkane. 可是你可以写 alkane only have single bond between carbon. 这个你可以写。可是你不要提到 that the functional group of alkane is single bond. 不要。Because alkane 它没有 sorry, 它没有 functional group. 它只有 single bond. Single bond is not functional group. They are just chemical bond. Okay? Alright, write the molecular formula of compound L. 这个就有一点难啦。Molecular formula of compound L. But actually it is a carboxylic acid. 为什么是 carboxylic acid? Okay, 你要看回去你的那个 notes. Okay, whenever alcohol. Okay, I use red lah. Okay, whenever alcohol, they react with a reducing agent. Oxidizing agent. Okay, oxidizing agent. What do you get? 你会拿到 carboxylic acid. If you look back at your notes, carboxylic acid. Okay, when alcohol they react with the oxidizing agent, 你会拿到一个 carboxylic acid. This is a rule. 这些 rule 呢，跟那个什么那个 socks 的那一个一样，你们不要去背它的 product， 你们背它的 general. Okay, the general equation. So like here, we say, we add the alcohol. Okay, we add alcohol. When 我们把 alcohol 加一个 oxidizing agent. Okay, oxidizing agent, right? Okay, we will get a carboxylic acid. Okay, you must remember that. Alright? When alcohol, we add with the oxidizing agent, we will get carboxylic acid and water. 这个是你要懂的。This is the general. 我不要你们来，因为很多人他背那个 product， 不要背 product， 我们背那个 general chemical equation. So we know that when alcohol it react with the oxidizing agent, 我们的 product 会是 carboxylic acid and water. So 无论我丢给你什么东西都好，你都可以 form 这个 equation 出来。So here we know that alcohol 原本我们的 alcohol 有4个 carbon 对不对？ So 4个 carbon meaning that 我们的 carboxylic acid 也有4个 carbon。你要记得 in the process of converting 当我们要转换一个 homolog series to another series, there is no change in the number of carbon. Carbon is always fixed. So like just now, the alcohol we had was butanol. 4 carbon, right? So our carboxylic acid will also be butanoic acid. Okay, so molecular formula for butanoic acid C3H7COOH. 然后你们就开始问，老师，你刚才又讲 carbon 是4个，怎么这里 carbon 3个？看清楚，3个 carbon 在前面，1个 carbon 在后面。This is one mistake that a lot of students make. When they want to give the formula for carboxylic acid 他讲4个 carbon 哎呀，所以我的答案就是 C4H9COOH 错，这个是 pentanoic acid， 不是 butanoic， 因为有5个 carbon。So your correct answer is this, C3H7COOH. Okay, this material you can get from the telegram. Okay, you can get from there. Okay, so this is how you understand the inversion. Okay, next. Compound J, what happened? Burn completely in excess oxygen. Alcohol 只有 complete combustion. Okay, remember write the chemical equation for the complete combustion. Senang lah. Okay, 第一个我们先写它的那个what C3H7COOH. Okay, 我们先写它的 chemical formula. 刚才 combustion of J. What is J? J is alcohol, butanol. So C4 excuse me. J. J is butene. Butene. 因为还有 compound J. So butene. 因为它是 alkene， 然后还有4个 carbon。如果你要更仔细的话其实 butene you have to write 啦。你要写 but two in。为什么 but two in？ 因为 it has the second carbon。因为我们有另外一个 structure， 我们叫 but one in。所以你要强调这个 diagram 它给的是 but two in 还是 but one in？ 所以这里是 but two in。为什么是 but two in？ Because it located at the double bond, located at the second carbon。看到吗？ Second carbon。So we put two in。好像你的名字啦。如果你的名字原本是你什么名字呢？alamak， 我现在想不到名字。Okay, like my name 啦 ，Adam Fu。你会把它调换去 Fu Adrian 吗？不会吗？ Because that is the structure. Okay, Adrian Fu and Fu Adrian is the same thing, but which one is more 好听？ Adrian Fu. So it's same like this lah. Put 2 in and put 3 in. Why do we don't put 3 in? Because put 2 in is more stable. It's like that. So this is alkene. So put 2 in. So C4H8. 这个是它的 chemical formula. And then in excess oxygen burn completely. So burn completely refer to complete combustion. And then 刚才我correct 回去啦，我讲什么啦？因为我以为 compound J 是 alcohol。No. Compound J is alkene. Alkene 有两种 complete and incomplete. So you need to read back the notes. Okay? So C4H8 plus oxygen. 我会拿到什么？我每次教学生的 when 你看到 complete combustion 你会拿到什么 product？ But you guys should be able to answer me because your exam on Wednesday, right? When there is complete combustion 我只有2个 product 一定会拿到这2个。One is water, another one 我烧一个东西我会拿到什么气？一个是 water， 一个是carbon dioxide. Okay, remember, whenever is complete combustion, 我们会拿到 carbon dioxide and water. It's fixed like that. You cannot change this. Okay? Alright. And then what do we do next? You see here 2 mark, right? 2 mark. I mentioned if 2 mark means you have to balance. So here we have 4 carbon on the left. So right also have to be 4 carbon. Okay, now balance or not? Okay, we need 9 oxygen. Sorry, we need sepak. How many here? On the left we have 2 oxygen only. On the right we have 8 plus 1. So 9 oxygen, right? Now cannot balance. How do we balance this? C4H8 plus what? 左边有4个 carbon. Okay, carbon balance. 左边有8个 hydrogen. 可是右边有2个罢了，所以我发一个4在前面这里咯。Okay, I use different color 啦。Okay, 4 here because we balance the carbon chain. 你要记得for this topic 它的 balancing 很容易。为什么？很容易。为什么？因为你第一个 balance 的一定是 carbon 先，你一定要 balance carbon。第二个你 balance hydrogen 跟 oxygen。你记得这个For this topic carbon compound 我们一定会 balance carbon 先。carbon 我会 balance 它先。 balance 了 carbon 我才去 balance hydrogen 跟 oxygen。So that's why 刚才我一看这个题目，我第一个我 balance carbon， 4个 carbon 4个 carbon。OK， 然后我去看 hydrogen。OK， 左边有8个 hydrogen， 右边也要有8个，所以我就放一个4在这里。OK， 然后我再 balance oxygen，oxygen 有几个？4 2 8， 4 8加4 12， 所以左手边什么乘2变成12？ 6。这样子你就有2分。Because you write the chemical equation first and then you balance the equation. Okay, so remember, whenever is come into this topic, 所以这个 topic 我要你们 score because it's quite easy. As long as you understand the tips lah, okay, the tips and tricks. Okay, so remember, your Form 5 essay trial, okay, 2 question Form 4, 1 question is Form 5. Okay, so 你自己去想啦有什么 topic 会出在 essay? Okay, so it's like this. Alright, next, 我们看下一题。这种题目就很难了，因为他给你这种 diagram， 当学生看到 diagram， 他就开始慌。But actually it's still the same, senang je. Okay, we look at the question first. Reaction involving compound P. So, compound P is an alcohol. 为什么我一看就知道是 alcohol? OH. 一看到 OH 你不用想多 alcohol. Okay? Then they said, heated with acidified. 这个不用想咯 compound Q 一定是什么 carboxylic acid. 为什么？因为我知道 that when alcohol 我加一个 acidified potassium manganate or oxidizing agent 我一定会拿到 carboxylic acid。已经 fix 了的，这个是我自己的理解。OK， 这个一定会拿到 carboxylic acid。OK， 这个我还没有看题目我只是看那个 diagram 罢了。我给自己清楚我要做什么东西，所以我知道 compound Q 是 carboxylic acid。OK， next，if alcohol 跟那个 carboxylic acid， 这两个我掺在一起，我 reflux with concentrated H2SO4， what do I get? I will get an ester. So compound R is an ester. 只要你看到我把 alcohol 跟那个 carboxylic acid 我掺是，你不用想什么啦，它一定是 ester， 100% ester。这个是你背出来的。alcohol 我掺 oxidizing agent， 我一定会拿到 carboxylic acid。alcohol 跟 carboxylic acid， 我再加 H2SO4， 我一定是拿到 ester fixed。You no need to change this。OK， so now 这里我已经搞清楚了那个 diagram， 那么我现在才去看题目。State the functional group for compound P. Alah, senang je kan. Hydroxyl group. Even. 你记得它是 hydroxyl 不是 hydroxide， 因为 hydroxide 是 OH-， 这个不是 OH-， 这个是 OH bond， so it's called hydroxyl group. Okay, draw 2 isomer for compound P. 哎呀，senang je. 你要记得 isomer 它的 basic structure 本身的那个 structure 也算是 isomer， 所以你第一分怎么样画？它有几个 carbon？ 3个吗？1 2 3，填在第一个。OK， hydrogen 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 hydrogen， 搞定。OK， macam ini saja， 这个是第一个。OK，This is the first one, and then you check back 刚才我是 C3H7 嘛，是 check 有没有对 ？OK， 有7个 H，OK， 3个 C，OK， 搞定，这个是第一个 structure。你不用画美，可是please你不要给我写你的 H 写到这样你写美美这样，至少这样看得出是 H。很多人这样子写，不要这样子写，不要很丑。OK， 你要 artistic 的话，不是现在这个时候。这样子我还可以接受，但我要你们养成这样习惯 H。 OK， what about another one？ 我现在原本在 carbon number 1， 所以我把那个 OH 我搬去 carbon number 2， boom， 放在这里放在 carbon number 2， H H H H H H and then H， OK， 搞定，看到吗？ 这个就是 isomer。我只是搬它的那个what do we say？ 我只是搬它的 functional group， 我没有换其他东西。Okay, so don't worry, isomer is the question that 你们应该要 score。所以我现在教你们怎么样去明白这个 isomer。因为很多人不明白 isomer 是什么 ，isomer 其实很简单，它就是一个different structural formula。好像你的那个，我不可以拿 bio 来做例子哦。what example 呢 ？OK， 好像你们的，好像你们的月饼，给月饼都是同样的 shape， 只是它的那个内是不一样的吗？你看到吗？它有同样的东西，可是有一个东西是不一样。OK， 所以呢 ，isomer is the same， 它有同样的数量的 carbon、hydrogen、oxygen 那些，只是它的那个形状不一样罢了。这个就是 isomer。OK， 现在我要 test 你们真的明白还是不明白？请问左手边那个 structure 我会给什么名字？我知道它是 alcohol， 跟着我刚才那个 step。第一个它是 alcohol， 这个我已经 fix 了，所以它后面一定会 ending with ol all， 对吗 ？Okay， now tell me what is the longest carbon chain？ 几个 carbon 是最长的？reply in the chat。最长的 carbon 是多少？多少个 carbon？ 你看到几个 carbon 最长？Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3. Okay, so meaning that 它的名字叫 prop， 前面有一个 prop， 因为是三个嘛，对不对 ？Okay, then 现在我们 identify position of the functional group. So functional group here, OH, here is another OH. Okay, so 两个都是三个 prop， 都是 prop。Okay， 所以我给什么名字 ？The first one， 等一下Okay, so first one, yes, good. Propane one all, very good. 为什么是 one？ 为什么不可以放 three？ As I said, your functional group must be numbered the lowest number of carbon. So this one 我们会当作它是第一个 carbon， 我不会当作它是第三个，因为我们记得 functional group 一定要面对比较 lower the number of carbon。Yes， 我们知道这里是三个 carbon， but 我们要知道怎么样排这三个 carbon， 所以我们可以选择 1, 2, 3 from the left to right or 1, 2, 3 from the right to left. But here, I will opt for right to left 1, 2, 3 because the hydroxyl group is at the right hand side. So this is your first carbon. That's why good. Okay, good. Your name is propane 1 all. What about the right hand side? Hydroxyl 在第二个 carbon， 所以这个就是 yes good propane 2 all， 就是这样罢了。So follow my steps. First, you determine the functional group. After the functional group, you determine what is the longest carbon chain. After you determine the longest carbon, you determine the number of the carbon. 你给那个号码 ，okay, based on the functional group. Okay, so this is your answer. But 这里还没有叫你 naming 啦，这个只是我们做一个 revision. Okay, so senang je. Alright, next. Identify compound Q. Compound Q 是什么 ？Carboxylic acid, right? So 我们讲过了 ，the number of the carbon will never change. Okay, so just now 它是 propanol， 所以 carboxylic acid 它就会变成 propanoic acid， 就是这样罢了。我们只是换它的名字 ，propanol 变成 propanoic acid. That's it. Propanoic acid. Okay. C1, identify homologous series and name compound R. Okay, homologous series. 现在我针对 compound R， 我知道它是 ester 嘛，所以 homologous series 是什么 ？ester。 就是这样罢了。Remember when they ask for homologous series, you refer to the alkane, alkene, alkyne, alcohol, carboxylic acid kan, ester. That is homologous series. If they ask for the name, 这个就很难了。OK， 请问 acid， sorry， 不是 acid， ester 的前面是 alcohol 还是 acid？ 这个你要懂 ester 怎么样取名字。ester 的第一个名字一定要是 alcohol 的 ，OK， 因为这里两个都是 propanol 跟 propanoic acid， 所以这里没有很大的难度，所以它的名字会是 propyl， 这个是从 alcohol 身上拿来的，前面的名字是 alcohol， 后面的名字会是 acid， propanoate。后面的名字 is coming from the acid, carboxylic acid. 所以你要记得它的 naming. For ester, the naming is alcohol and then acid. 但是当你画它的 structure, 它先是 acid 才 alcohol. 这个是它的差别。OK? When you give the name, 你给名字的时候，我们是 alcohol by acid. Alcohol followed by acid. But if I draw the structural formula, or let's say the molecular formula, 我会先放 acid 在前面 ，OK? And then alcohol 在后面。You must remember this. OK? contoh. 我们有给 propyl 跟我们有给 propanol 跟 propanoic acid. OK, 两个其他的。Let's say ethanol， 我加一个 pentanoic， OK， contoh pentanoic acid， OK， I will give these two。 考试通常是这样给的，他给 different 的，因为他看你会不会给名字，所以我记得如果他问你名字的话，前面一定要是 alcohol 的，所以 ethanol， 所以我会放 ethyl， 然后 pentanoic， 这个是它的名字 ethyl pentanoic， 因为 alcohol followed by acid。 But if they ask for the chemical formula， 我们一定要放 pentanoic acid 在前面。OK， pentanoic acid 在前面。So what is your pentanoic acid？ 你写咯 ，pentanoic acid 是 C4H9CO。OK， 我会取那个出来。OK，and then what happen？ CO，O，and then 我再拿 alcohol 的放在后面 ，O，C2H5， 这个就是我的 chemical formula， 看到吗？看到差别吗？这个是 alcohol 在前面 ，but alcohol 现在在后面这里，所以你要记得这个方法。Okay, later I will teach you if we see that question. I will teach you the easier method. Write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction between compound Q and a compound P to produce compound R. Okay, Q 加 P 变成 R. Okay, 还有你写 chemical formula， senang je. Okay, 我们要先 determine. Okay, determine the compound P and Q. So compound P is who? Sorry, 还讲什么？Compound Q and compound P, right? So compound Q is carboxylic acid. 然后我们刚才知道是 propanoic acid. 所以 propanoic acid 它有3个 carbon. 所以是 C2H5 COOH. 记得这个 C2H5 COOH. 我怎样教学生呢？如果你背不到这样的话啦，你看到 propanoic acid 嘛，你看到3个 carbon 是我的 carbon 会减一个1。3减1，所以 that's why 前面会是2。我这样子教学生比较容易。这个只是一个方法，原理来讲不是这样的。but 这个只是一个方法。你看到 propanoic acid， 所以当我写 chemical formula， 我会扣掉一个 C， 所以 C2H5 COOH。因为很多人忘记 COOH 是它的 functional group， 可是那个 carbon 也算进去。所以这里其实是3个 carbon 来的。Alright, so this is the propanoic acid 加 compound P C3H7OH propanol 变成刚才那个 compound R， compound R 是 propyl propanoid， 所以一样咯， 前面先放 acid 还是 alcohol？ 放 acid， 所以 C2H5。OK， 我不要这样写，我要教你们一个方法。OK， 前面那个你一定对了的，它的 reactant 你一定要对，因为你已经习惯了 alcohol 跟 carboxylic acid， 前面这个你一定要对。现在我要教你们的是怎么样 form 那个ester 的那个 chemical formula。OK， 我们用这个方法很简单的，我们知道 that after 这个 reaction 我们会有 H2O， 对不对？所以我们删除掉那个 H2 跟 O。OK， 你要先很清楚知道这个东西 ，carboxylic acid 它会捐 hydrogen， 因为名字都叫 acid 嘛，对不对？所以它会捐给我们 hydrogen。carboxylic acid 会给我们那个 hydrogen， 送给那个 water 那个 hydrogen。你要记得这个 carboxylic acid 啊。OK，so the alcohol 它会捐什么给人家 ？Will they donate the OH or only donate the O, or they will donate the H only？ 怎么样？他会 donate OH 还是 donate H 罢了？Look back at your notes. Got notes or not? OK, good. 其实刚才呢，我讲错了，也是没有人讲。通常你背的那个 acid， 你会想到acid 啊 ，OK 咯 ，acid 就是捐给他一个 H 咯，因为它是 acid 嘛，它会变成 H plus。可是在这个 formation of ester， 它不是这样子看。当它 form H plus， 那个只是 in water， 它 dissociate in water。So in here this situation, the carboxylic acid will donate OH, while the alcohol will donate H。这个就是一个比较奇怪的东西，因为你们背的是acid 不是捐 hydrogen 咩？那个是如果它放进水里面，它 dissociation。But now it is not dissociation, now is a esterification process。OK， 所以你要记得 carboxylic acid 会负责捐那个 OH，alcohol 会捐那个 H。OK， 所以你看我删除掉 OH， 我删除掉 H， 我剩下什么 C2H5CO， 对不对？我照写，你看C2H5CO， 我照写下去。OK， 剩下什么？因为我知道嘛 ，for ester the chemical formula 前面是 acid 的，后面是 alcohol。看那个 alcohol， 我把那个 O 我搬来这里，搬去前面。然后我照写C3H7， OK， 搞定。这个就是你的答案，看到吗 ？OK， 再来啊！我要你们真的明白这个 topic。OK， 这个 topic 你一定要明白，因为我不要你们 lose marks 先。Compound Q is who? C2H5COOH. Propanoic acid plus with propanol C3H7OH. I will get ester and water， 所以我先写 water 在这里。OK， 然后我知道 water 是怎么样 form 出来的，从一个 alcohol 的 H，OK， 跟一个 carboxylic acid 的 OH 拿出来的。所以我剩下谁？我剩下 C， 我用另外一个 highlighter， 我剩下的是 C2H5CO 跟 C3H7O， 看到吗？我就重写咯。我先写 acid 还是 alcohol 先？我先写 acid。你要记得它的名字取名跟那个 chemical formula 是terbalik的。我取名字是 alcohol 才到 acid，but 在 chemical formula 我是先 acid 才到 alcohol， 所以 acid 是谁？ C2H5CO， 我照抄。 OK， then 我剩下谁？右手边那个 alcohol 的咯。可是这个 O 我不可以这样写 C3H7O 啊，我不可以这样写，所以那个 O 搬去前面 ，boom COO then C3H7， 这个就是你的 ester， 搞定，就是这样简单。为什么 ？Because we know that the functional group, what is the functional group of the ester? COO， 看到吗？啊，所以如果刚才那个 O 你没有把它搬去前面，然后就变成 CO 就不对了。所以你要记得，这个就是我教学生怎么样去很简单的 form 一个 chemical equation for your ester 然后这里你不用 balance， 为什么？因为它已经 balance， 你只是 conversion 罢了，你只是转换，你没有再加新的东西进去。OK， so this is how we form the esterification chemical equation， 就是这样简单，跟着这个 process hopefully OK。Okay. In a laboratory experiment, Faiz observed that compound R has fragrant smell, suggests the product that can be produced by Faiz by using compound R in daily life. 不用想多咯 ，fragrant smell， 你些 perfume and cosmetic products。OK， 通常 ester 有拿来做什么的 ？perfume。Cosmetic product 或者调味料，那你那种 banana flavoring 那些东西都是 ester。OK， alright， so this is your answer。So senang kan？senang je，很简单罢了，你不用怕，这个 topic 很简单，只要你跟着 OK what I taught you then OK lah hopefully。OK， ni susah lagi。Diagram 下面 shows the flow chart of the conversion of an organic compound to another organic compound, starting with substance J through process 1, 2 and 3. OK， 我们先明白这个 diagram， 什么东西 convert 去什么，然后拿到什么，我们要先明白这个，才会方便我们去 solve the problem。OK， so let's see this。OK， 我们一个一个去看，看起来很乱，但其实 OK 的。OK， bahan J， substance J。Okay, substance J. Okay, substance J. 它变去 C2H4。OK， 请问 C2H4 是什么 group？ 很明显是 alkene 哦，因为它符合了 CnH2n 这个 formula， 它是 alkene。OK， alkene。Alright， and then 我知道的它加了这个什么来的 potassium dichromate 6， 它变成 bahan L。哎呀，这个不用想多了，一定是 carboxylic acid。OK， 如果我加了 oxidizing agent， 我变成 carboxylic acid， 更加不用想 ，substance J 一定是 alcohol。然后 alcohol 加 acid，substance M 就是 ester。这样子不了吗？所以这个是我明白题目的那个过程。我知道的，它是 J， 它变成一个 alkene， 它可以变成 alkene， 它可以变成 acid， 它也可以变成 ester。OK， 这个是那个我明白的。看题目 A，calculate the empirical formula of substance J， 看到吗 ？They combine with what you learn in your form 4， 所以很多学生form 4忘记了这一课你就做不到了。Okay，how do we do this？ Empirical formula， 我们会用那个 table， 它有 relative molecular mass 嘛46 ，then composition percentage， 画 table 咯。Okay， table， 这个应该是 element 的先。Okay， and then number of mole。Okay， like you usually do。Number of mole and then the mole ratio。Okay。所以你要自己 try 啦因为这里比较小微。Okay, so what do we fill in here? Here is the element. Here is the mole. Here is the ratio, 对吗 Okay, for empirical formula. Okay, so element will be carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. 一定是跟着的顺序。Okay, mole ratio 的话 okay, mass over molar mass 12. So equals to 你自己算 mass over molar mass equals to what? What do I get? 52.2除12，我会拿到4.35。给4.35。给 hydrogen 多少 percent？ 13.0除以1， 13。oxygen 的话34.8除以16， 34.8除16， 2.175。给谁最小？ 2.175 哦。所以整个东西我除以 2.175。要记得 in empirical formula table when I want to find the simplest ratio 我会除最小的号码。而且跟这个一样啦，你看啊 4 6 2， 你要 simplify 这个怎么样？你是不是整个东西除2？因为2最小嘛。2 3 1哦。所以这个也是一样，除 2.175， 所以这个是1。给13除 2.175， 我会拿到 5.977， 所以我直接 simplify 6。4.35除 2.175， 我会拿到2，准2。你们的这个 level 你不用想太多。如果你看到好像刚才这个 H 哦，它 5.997 哦，你不用管它，你直接6。That is not in your level yet to determine the simplest. That is a bit difficult. So for now, your level is just like this, simple 的那种 calculation. Okay? Okay, now what they want? They want the empirical formula. So empirical formula of J of substance J is C2H6O. Okay, 这样 C2H6O. Okay. So 现在他问 molecular formula. So 我知道 C2H6O 一样放一个 N 哦，等于多少？46嘛是给46。那我就算咯。你算，你会拿到 N 等于1。我没有记错的话 ，OK， 2乘12加6加10加16。N 等于1，因为46N 等于46嘛，所以 N 等于1。So meaning that the molecular formula 也是一样。Molecular formula for J is C2H6O. Okay. Now draw the structural formula. Okay, 很多学生在这里就不会做了，为什么？alamak， 我忘记开麦。Okay, sorry 现在我要找 molecular formula. So molecular formula, we found out that the number N equal to 1. So meaning that your molecular formula 跟你的 empirical formula is the same. No difference. It's the same. C2H6O, C2H6O. Okay. Draw the structural formula for substance J. Okay, 这里就很多人不会做，为什么？因为我看到，我的 alcohol 不是 C something H something OH 咩？怎么这里只有 O 在后面的 ？Hello, my friend. C2H5OH， 我只是把那个 H 加进去这里罢了。所以你不用管那个 H 有多少，你只需要管的是什么 ？Number of carbon. So here we got 2 carbon, right? So draw out 啦 ，1, 2。然后我填 hydrogen 下去，因为我知道 carbon 一个 carbon 最多只可以有4个 bonding， 对吗？ Okay, can only have 4 bondings. So 4 bondings. Okay, like this. Okay, we have 4 bonding. Okay, so H, 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 H. Then 我填一个 OH， macam tu. OH， 这样子也可以。通常我不会这样啦，很丑啦。Okay， 我会选择 OH。如果你真的要放 OH 的话，我会这样放 OH。Okay. This is your answer. Alright， 在这里 what is the naming that you will give? Okay， 我们先 determine functional group OH, so is alcohol. Now longest carbon chain 2个 carbon， 所以这个会什么名字 ？ethanol。为什么不用像 ethanol？ 因为如果我把这个 OH 搬来这里的话，还是一样，这个会是第一个 carbon。 所以 ethanol 的话，它就没有 isomer 所以如果他叫你画 isomer for ethanol， 你就一个咯，只有这个咯，它本身。所以这个我们可以直接放名字是 ethanol，because 它没有如果我搬去对面，它不会变成 ethane two all， 它还是 ethane one all， 所以我们不如不写OK， 等一下OK， so this is your answer structural formula 所以你们现在学的是这样如果你上了大学你学的是这样不了 1 2 3 OH 搞定，这个就是 ethanol 这个是 carbon， 这个是 carbon， 然后还有这个不是 carbon 了，这个是 CH3， 这个是 CH2 OH 搞定。所以当你上大学你会很开心啦，你会1 2 3 OH 搞定，这个就是你的 structural formula okay, but now everyone do this, follow this. Okay, next. Substance K, C2H4, produced through process 1 is added with bromine water in a test tube. State the observation. State the observation of the bromine. So what happened? 我们知道 that C2H4 是一个 alkene。当 alkene 因为它有一个 free double bond 对不对？它有一个 free double bond， 所以这个 double bond 它可以 break 掉 form 另外一个 bond with another element。 So here 它讲了它加 bromine water， so this is a halogen， so this process would call halogenation。So what happened to the bromine？ dia apa？ 是 brown 的，它会变成 decolorized， so brown color decolorize。 So state the type of reaction， 因为还要的是 type of reaction。 Okay， in process 2， process 2是哪一个？看回去 process 2是我加那个 oxidizing agent 那个是不是？所以 type of reaction 就是 oxidation， 因为我加 oxidizing agent， also oxidation， 就是这样罢了。OK， 现在我要讲解的是这个 B 先。OK， we talk about B first， 因为我要你们真的明白为什么那个 brown color decolorize。 OK，you see here 啦initially我们有 C2H4 wait 哎呦 OK， 我们有 C2H4 哎呦很小个。Okay, initially we have what? C2H4, right? C2H4. Okay, 如果你真的看不明白这个 concept， 我建议你用这2天的，你还有2天嘛，是今天跟明天。Okay， 你用这个时间去明白它的那个 structural formula。Okay, like this one, C2H4, right? 我画 structural formula. C double bond C. 1 2 3 4. So H H H and H， 这个是我的 structural formula。 Then 他讲他加了 bromine water， 就是 Br 咯，因为 bromine water 是 Br2 嘛，是 OK 这样子，看到吗 ？OK now what happened is I take one of the Br， OK one of the Br 其中一个 Br。我怕我误人子弟，所以我先 check。 OK， 我拿其中一个 Br， 我做什么？我会 form a new one, right? We will get a halogenation process. What does it mean by halogenation？ 就是我把 halogen 我加进去，可以用另外一个颜色。我把 halogen 我加进去这个 compound 里面。OK。So 它是这样的，你要看你看清楚我在做什么。首先，这个 double bond 它会 break 掉，它会分开。 因为还要让位给新的 bromine， 所以还会变成这样 C single bond C， 等一下我用蓝色啦 C single bond C， then 还会有 H H H H， 对不对？原本的吗？那个 double bond 呢，它就会拆散。怎么样拆？它怎么样拆？它会拆一个这里，另外一个这里，看到吗？这个是它拆出来，它把 double bond 它拆出来。And then what happen is this bromine they will enter here， 进入这个 compound， 一个 bromine 加在这里，一个 bromine 在这里，看到吗？ This process is what we call by halogenation， 或者它 under category of addition of halogen。所以其实还是这样的，我们没有教你很仔细，因为这个你不是你们的 level。So now I just explain to you， 为什么那个 brown color 最后会变成 colorless？ 因为原本brown color 是谁的？是 Br2 的，是不是？现在 Br2 没有了，它们分开了，去粘一个 carbon。That's why brown turn to colorless because there is no Br2 already， 它已经变成 Br bonded with carbon atom。OK， 所以你现在明白了为什么 brown color 会 turn colorless， 因为还没有 Br2 了，它已经 bonded with the carbon atom。So this process we call halogenation。OK， I hope 没有问题了哈。这个只是一个extra information for you to understand this concept better. Alright, so remember 啦 ，this is the special for alkene. Alright， 所以这个你会给什么名字你要懂它的名字If I'm not mistaken, in the notes I've given already. OK， 毕竟你知道这个是 first carbon， 这个是 second carbon 嘛，没有办法的是，我们一定会 number 在前面先 ，1 2， 变号码先，然后号码跟字之间我要放一个 dash， 号码之间我放逗号，这个是 isomerism 1 2， 因为我有两个 bromine， 所以有 di， 然后它的 bromine 叫 bromo，OK， so 1 2 di bromo， 它是两个 carbon， 所以是 it， 然后它是 single bond， 所以 ethane， 看到吗？原本从 ethene 现在变成 1 2 dibromo ethane， 因为它的那个 double bond 已经被打断了就是这样罢了。Jadi jangan stress jangan stress， senang je OK， so understand I hope you understand 啦，因为我已经解释到很 slow and steady。 OK， so that is why brown color decolorize。 OK， senang kan? Senang je. Okay, write the chemical equation for the process 2。 Okay, chemical equation 是 oxidation 嘛，所以刚才我知道它是 ethanol C2H5OH ethanol 加 oxidizing agent。 你 oxidizing agent 你不用写那个 K 什么你写 O 就够了，变成什么？它加了 oxidizing 它会变成 carboxylic acid， 所以一样 CH3COOH， 因为它是 ethanoic acid 加 water， and then we 我们做什么 balance the equation 因为两分嘛是 OK， 左边有几个oxygen， 一个两个，右边一个两个三个所以我就放一个2在这里，因为我就会拿到有3个 oxygen 了，两个三个，两个三个 OK， 右边也是两个三个就这样。你要记得当我们 conversion， 我提过很多次了，我们是不会去 balance 那个carbon compound， 我们不会去 balance 它，我们只会 balance carbon compound 如果它是好像那种 combustion reaction 我就 balance， but 这个是 conversion， 我 convert， 我转换一个东西去另外一个东西， so there will not be any changes in the balancing of the number of carbon。 OK， so this is your answer 2 marks 就是这样罢了，因为它是 oxidation。 OK， state a special characteristic of substance M produced in process 3， 看回去咯。 substance M 是 ester 你就不用想多了，你最安全的是什么 fruity smell fruity and fragrant smell， 这个就是 ester 的 special。 你没有做那个 experiment， 我不懂你们有没有做啦，我那一年有做。当你我们做一个 ester， 我们做得出它的味道很香，真的很像那种香精的味道。Okay, so this is the ester. So fruity and fragrant smell. Okay, so this is your answer. Alright. Okay, so 这个也是很简单。Okay, you can try. Okay, this one. Alcohol, straight line, undergo reaction 1 to form compound Q. Alcohol P undergoes reaction 2 to form compound R. Okay, 我们来看这个。sama juga, 你看到 alcohol 它加了 potassium manganate， 你不用想多 compound Q 一定是 carboxylic acid， 一定是这样的一定是 carboxylic acid。 OK， compound R 现在我不懂啊，所以我就放这。 State the name for alcohol P C4H9OH， 4个 carbon， so 不用想多 butanol。 为什么这里你不用放 butane 1 all butane 2 all？ 因为它没有给你那个 structure， 所以你可以 straight away 写 butanol， 这个 answer 也可以接受 butanol。 OK， butanol， 因为它没有给你 structure， 如果它给你图片 then 你一定要 specify butane 1 all 还是 butane 2 all， 把这里没有嘛，所以写 butanol 老师也可以接受。 OK， draw the structural formula for 2 isomer， 这个跟刚才一样咯，所以这个我不画那个 expander 啦，我画我的啦。1 2 3 4 OH， 这个是 butane 1 all。 1 2 3 4， 这里 butane 2 all。 OK， 这个你不用管它，这个是我懒惰画。 So 1 2 3 4 OH， so butane 1 all， this is butane 1 all。 这个是1 2 3 sorry here no 1 2 3 4， so butane 2 all。 OK， this is butane 2 all。 你不要跟着我这个方法画please等下你的老师吓到。中国你这样厉害的等下他吓到，不要。这个只是我懒惰画，所以我用这个方法画。你考试的时候麻烦你画那个 C 那个 OK， so this is your 2 isomers 啦， butane 1 all and butane 2 all。 这个不是atas， 这个是你一下高级一点啦Okay, so this is the answer. State the observation for reaction 1. Okay, what happened in reaction 1? Purple color turn colorless. Purple color turns colorless. 因为它是 potassium manganate 7. Okay, name the functional group of compound Q. Compound Q. Functional group 什么 carboxyl， 因为它是 carboxylic acid. So carboxyl group COOH。 这样 but 考试麻烦你不要写 COH， 因为现在它讲 name， so 你要写 carboxyl。 OK， OK， 这个也不用讲咯， compound Q 刚才是 acid 嘛，对不对？ acid react with metal what happen？ 你会有 hydrogen gas 对吧？他叫你 describe method to test this gas， 这个跟 chapter 6那天我们做的那个lighted wooden splinter test， 所以你可以写这个 OK， lighted wooden splinter test OK， 你自己写啦Alright， so far so good kan? Senang je kan? Senang je. Okay, name the reaction number 2. Okay, number 2 reaction 什么？一个 alcohol 跟一个 acid， 你不用想多，只有一个可能性的答案 esterification。 Okay, esterification. Okay, Write the balanced chemical equation for reaction number 2. OK， 这个OK， 我们来做 practice。刚才是 butanol， so C4H9OH 对吗？加什么 butanoic acid 对吗？ OK， 我们写。OK， 这个是两个我们已经要会了的。然后我知道我一定会拿到 water。OK， 然后我教你们什么方法？我们先删除掉什么 alcohol 的 H 我删掉 ，carboxylic acid 的 OH 我删掉。OK， 删掉哈。Alright, next， 我们来 form 那个 new equation of the ester。ester chemical equation 先由 acid 开头 ，so C3H7CO。OK， and then 它的 alcohol 连在后面 ，but 我要记得 O 搬来前面先 ，O，then C4H9。OK， this is the structural chemical formula， but 我要知道它的名字，名字一定要是 alcohol 先 ，so this one would be butyl butanoate 这样子，所以不然不要吓自己，就是这样罢了。C3H7COO C4H9。So remember， 如果你真的不会一看就写的话，你跟着我的方法，你先写前面这两个 ，then 你写 H2O 在后面 ，and then 你删掉那个 H， 删掉那个 OH， 用铅笔，不要用笔，删掉那个 H， 删掉那个 OH，then 你看我剩下什么 ，and then 我 determine 哪一个是 acid， 哪一个是 alcohol。所以 acid obviously is with the CO。Alcohol with the OH. Okay. Macam tu saja. Alright, senang je. Okay. Okay, 我们再做这个。不要。Okay， 我们再做一题，然后我们去 essay。Okay. Shows the conversion of several organic compound. I hope so far okay 啦 ，so far so good 啦。Okay， 我们不要先看题目，我们只是看那个 diagram。We understand the diagram. What do we mean by understand? Double bond, OH, COO. 看到吗？COO, COO. Okay, so what do we do here? Determine first what is the homolog series of each compound. Determine first the homolog series of each compound. So the first compound will be what? 因为还有 double bond 嘛 so obviously this is an alkene. Because double bond refer to the alkene. Okay. What about this? OH. 不用想多 alcohol. Okay, this will be alcohol. 因为你看到 OH 它就是 alcohol. Okay, last 这里很多人会弄错这个。他看到 COO, okay, carboxylic acid. No, that is wrong. 为什么？因为 COOH 才是 carboxylic acid， 现在是 COO， so this is actually an ester。 你要怎么样知道是 carboxylic acid？ C double bond O OH， 这个才是 carboxylic acid。 OK， 现在是 COO， 所以是 ester。 OK， 这个我 determine 了，那我现在给名字咯。alkene 4个 carbon 嘛，对不对？所以它是 butene。 alcohol 4个 alcohol 4个 carbon， so 它是一个 butanol。 OK， and then ester 记得 ester 左手边一定是 acid， 所以你看到有一个 C 不了，所以它是 methanoic acid 对吗？ methanoic acid。 右边是 alcohol 的，所以 alcohol 是 butanol， 跟上面一样。 So the name of this ester will be butyl methanoate。 为什么是 methanoate？ 不是，为什么不是methyl butanoate？ 因为在我给名字的时候，我是会先看 alcohol， 我再看 acid。 当我要取名字，你可以记得这个取名字 alcohol， 再看 acid。 OK， 现在我们只是明白 diagram， 我们还没有进题目，知道吗？现在才看题目。Compound A has 3 isomer. 3 isomer. Draw one of the isomer other than the above structure. Name the isomer. Okay. 如果你不会的话，最容易 我把那个 double bond 我搬去另外一边 ，C single bond C double bond C single bond C， 看到吗？我只是搬去一边，然后我就填咯 H H H H H H H H H H。刚才那个 double bond is at the first carbon. Now the double bond at the second carbon. So the name will be Bu to in. 看到吗？刚才那个是 boot one in， 现在变成 boot two in。So this is your answer, boot two in. Okay? So senang je。如果你真的想不到要怎么样弄那个 isomer， 你就把那个 double bond 你搬进去就可以了。可是你不要搬来这里please因为这里也是一样 boot two。如果你搬来过对面这里也是一样 boot one， 因为我们要 lowest number carbon。OK， 其实还有一个，因为它讲有3个 isomer 嘛，对不对？我可以分成一个 branching。我们学了几种 isomer， 我们有 chain isomer and 我们有那个什么 chain isomer 跟 one more， what is one more？ We learn chain isomer and branch isomer branching 的。Okay, so here actually we can do the branching. This one is your one answer 啦。这个我不要画到这样啦，我画我的 double bond at the second carbon. So this is boot two in. Okay， 另外一个 isomer 我可以放一个 branching， 原本是这样的 C C C C， 我可以写成怎么样 C double bond C， 放一个然后我就放什么，我就 branch 出去，那是 C C 看到吗？我分开这样 ，OK， and then 这里就是 CH3 咯，是不是3个 H 嘛，3个 H，OK， 这里没有了，这里会是 CH2，OK， alright， 这个我希望你明白了，这个你们没有学，这个是condensed structural formula 你们没有学 ，OK， 所以这个我要怎么样给名字 ？OK， 跟着我们先 determine functional group， so obviously this is an alkene double bond。Then second step, I determine the longest carbon chain. OK， 刚才 longest carbon chain 是4个 ，but 现在我不能4个，为什么？我不可以这样1、2、3跳回上来 ，cannot。所以这里最多我可以放多少 ？1、2、3macam tu。Yes, good. 3。很多人以为我不能这样子 bend 下去，错，我可以的，不一定这样子。这个不是我的 most carbon， 我的 carbon 可以1、2、3。OK， 如果我说我再加的话呢，我再加 C C C， 在这里 C C 再 C 的话 ，OK， 这个怎么样看 ？1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8这样子，所以不是讲它一定要跟着一条它不是一条直线，它可以这样子弯来弯去。总之我要找到最多的 carbon 就对了OK， 所以看回去刚才那个。OK， 刚才我们的 longest carbon 1、2、3， 所以看到吗？我们知道这个是 propene 这个是一个 isomer propene。OK， 那还是 prop one in 对吗 ？prop one in。OK，and then 怎么办？现在我还有这个东西 CH3， 请问 CH3 是什么？这个就是所谓的 substituent 你们的老师应该有教过。连那个 methyl、ethyl 这些，这些你要懂So this one is one carbon, right? So it is methyl. Yes, good. Okay. So methyl is located at carbon 第几？在第2个 carbon， 所以它的名字会是 2-methyl。Okay, 2-methyl propene. This is the naming for this isomer. OK， 我希望你们明白了你们会给名字isomer。第一个，你先 determine 它的 functional group， 所以 functional group 在这里是 propene sorry 是 alkene。OK， 所以我们知道它的名字一定会 end with in。OK，and then the second， 然后我们第2个步骤就是找最长的 carbon， 所以最长的 carbon 这个是3个 carbon。OK。 So 三个 carbon 1 2 3 OK 如果你不要这样子看也可以这样的1 2往上去下面也是 CH3 来的OK So longest carbon chain 是三个所以是 propene OK It is a propene OK And then 我们知道我们有一个 substituent 什么是 substituent 就是来一个多余的 carbon 多余的 carbon 就是所谓的 substituent So substituent 我们有很多种 methyl, ethyl, propyl OK and so on 所以你们这个 standard 你们通常只会到 methyl 跟 ethyl 所以你看到有一个 carbon 罢了所以它名字叫 methyl 所以它的 position 这个 methyl 的 position 在哪里 second carbon right So that's why 我们放 2 methyl OK 2 methyl propene 就是这样罢了2 methyl propene OK 然后你们就开始问老师可是它名字变成 propene 了我原本不是 butene 咩这个就是很多人做错了你听清楚那个 concept 什么叫做 isomer Isomer means same chemical formula but different structural formula 你数回去一个两个三个四个 carbon 还是一样四个 carbon所以它的名字变是很正常的例如我给你 butene 我叫你写 isomer 不一定代表我会拿到 butene 罢了我也可以好像这样我会拿到 propene只要我的 number of carbon and the number of hydrogen and the number of oxygen is remain the same 那个就是 isomer因为 isomer 的 definition 是什么 chemical compound with the same chemical molecular formula but different structural formula 所以这个它是 same molecular formula but different structural formula 为什么 same molecular OK 我画出来这个也是 CH3 吧这我们数2 3 4 5 6 7 8 OK 都是一样8个 hydrogen 对吗2 3 4 5 6 7 8 OK 8个 hydrogen 对吗8个 hydrogen 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8一样也是8个 hydrogen OK 然后我们数那个 carbon 1个2个3个4个也是一样4个 carbon 看到吗我还是会拿到 butene OK so this is what it called by isomer OK then 你上了大学你没有这样画了是吧你是这样画的1 2 3你 pop 一个出来 double bond 在这里看几方便就1 2 3 pop 一个出来 double bond 1 2 3 4那一个 double bond 这里this one is your structure Okay so remember what is isomer same molecular formula but different structural formula 下我 reply 一个人wait Okay cuba you macam ni nampak tak ada segi empat dia kan yang A dengan B tu kan cuba you cari segi empat tu punya area tolaklah area bawah yang yang trapezium tu nampak tak dia ada trapezium yang ni boleh guna trapezium kamu cari C to D yang rectangle tu tambah tu okay lepas tu you obviously know that DE tu work dia is 0 lah kan sebab dia vertically downward so we will find CD punya rectangle tu tambah dengan triangle kecil so triangle kecil tu cari macam mana cari rectangle yang besar tu tolak trapezium yang bawah tu cuba dapat tak jawapan Okay sorry Okay so name the reaction number 1 reaction 1 什么我加 H2O obviously the reaction will be named as hydration Okay so what conditions are needed for the reaction 1我们要做 alcohol 要有什么 reaction 什么 condition 要写完3个 300 degrees Celsius and then must add H3PO4 acid added catalyst phosphoric acid now must be at 60 atm 要写这3个 condition 因为他讲 what conditions got S。如果他讲 what state one of the condition one of the condition， then 你可以写其中一个。But 现在他讲 state the conditions， so all three you must write。Okay？ Describe chemical test to differentiate compound A and compound B 这个你可以去 test 啦Okay, you can read through the lecture word lecture note。Okay， 的那个 class notes。Okay， 我们做了很多 structure。我们来看一个 essay question like this。看到吗 ？essay question 其实它送分给你的，所以你不用这样画。Okay， essay question。Okay， we do this SVM 的。Okay， 我们做这个 SPM。我们做完这个 and then we will end the class lah today. Okay. So here, this is the real SPM question last time. Okay. 2021的题目。Okay. Diagram 6 show a flow chart of the conversion of ethanol. They already say ethanol. So 我们已经知道它是 C2H5OH. Okay. To a few compound. So which one is ethanol? Ethanol tepi sini kan? Okay. Ethanol. 第一个题目 What is meant by hydrocarbon? Alah, ni senang je lah. Compound that have hydrogen and carbon only. Even song ini. Hello lah. Hydrocarbon mean compound, chemical compounds that have carbon and hydrogen only. Okay, next. Ethanol. 我加了 acidified potassium dichromate 6。你不用想得多，我一定会拿到 carboxylic acid。okay， 一定会拿到 carboxylic acid。okay， ethanol 我加 hot porcelain chip 变成 compound B， 你觉得 compound B 为什么？我拿去 heat 嘛，是不是？我会拿到 ethene 哦，ethene， 我会拿到一个 alkene。okay， 这个 alkene 哦，我再加 H2， 看到吗？很明显 compound Q 会是 alkane。okay， 因为那个 double bond 它 break 掉了，它 substitute with hydrogen。okay， so question B， identify compound P, Q and R。 P 是什么？ P 是 ethene， Q 是 ethane， R 是 ethanoic acid。 okay， ethanoic acid 3分送给你okay， 3分送给你。 okay， next state the homologous series and draw the structural formula of P, Q and R。 okay， 这个就有点难。homologous series 很简单哦，那我们 state 了吗？ alkene carboxylic acid 又有3分，6分在手上了。等下来叫你画什么 structural formula of P, Q and R， 你一个一个画咯。 P ethene 嘛是2个 carbon， 1 2 3 4 H 一分。 compound Q 是什么？ ethane， so C H okay， label 啦 H。 okay H。 what about R？ okay R 的话就有点难， ethanoic acid C OH double bond O 对吗？然后我这里就填 hydrogen， so C3 COOH， 这个就是你的answer。 CH3 COOH， 这个就是你的答案。然后你知道怎么样拿到9分吗？你给我写你写 compound Q ethane 1分， alkane 1分， ethene 1分， alkene 1分， carboxylic 1分， ethanoic acid 1分， structural 对1分1分1分，几分了？9分，送给你的 OK。 所以只要你明白它的那个怎么样去转换哦，它的那个 conversion right， then you don't have a problem for this question, this type of question。 OK， 无论是在 structure 或者还给你 essay， you will still understand the concept, then you still can answer. Not a big problem. Okay. So next, write the chemical equation for reaction 2. Okay, then 这个就是跟之前咯 chapter 3咯 Kimura chemical equation, number of mole, ratio, and then final answer. Kimura F. Okay. Alright, then Kimura Fa lah. Kimura Fa. Okay. So ethanol can be converted into compound R through reaction 3. State the type of reaction and state the method that is used in the conversion and state the color change. Oh, 这个 draw an apparatus setup. 这个就是难的 apparatus setup. So if you really don't know the apparatus setup, 你就 skip 那个题目不要去做。来，不要空着啦，你 skip 了先，你去做其他题目先。Okay, so I don't want to take much of your time. So this one is about it. For what type of question they will come up for your trial. Okay, trial. Okay, you look here. Okay, like this. 你如果要真的复习的话 okay, you can print this and do it as your revision. This is the complete one. So 你看啊，我已经很简单了，我把所有东西缩成整个 topic 整个课我已经缩成这样一个 notes so you can try 啦 okay, you can just fill in the blank. Okay, so here you can see like alkene 那这个就是我讲的那个 chemical reaction. The alkene, okay, I already simplify everything. Hydrogenation, halogenation, hydrogen halide, hydration, and potassium manganate 7. 我已经写清楚了 So you can just read through these notes. Okay, hopefully okay. Okay, so don't worry much. As long as you really understand, 那就没有问题了 Okay, this is the notes lah. So like alkyne, alcohol, okay. Then you need to know the reaction, how to produce alcohol. Okay, this one. Okay, and then what is the reaction of alcohol? Okay, like this. What alcohol 可以进行什么 reaction? Okay, and then carboxylic acid. Then 刚才我讲那个 COOH. Okay, COOH. Okay, so this is the 这种reaction of the carboxylic acid and then ester. 这个就是 ester. Ester 会拿到怎么样给 name. Okay, naming. Okay, I've included inside here. So esterification, ester, okay, isomer, okay, also included here. So you can read through these notes. 你可以去做 practice. This topic, no problem. 这种 frequently asked questions, this frequently asked question, you can ask from S2 student or S3 student. They have answers. 这种题目你一定要会，因为他很喜欢出。This is the hot question. Okay, but so you guys can ask from the S2 or S3 student. They have answers. Okay, like why hexane cannot electrolyte. 然后叫你 compare boiling point. Okay, 然后叫你这种题目很喜欢问 solubility. 为什么 pentanoic acid 或者 ethanoic acid 水比较容易溶解and so on. Okay. Alright, so I think that's about it for today's class.